Wabarakatuh. Dear students, I'm your education teacher. This class is specially designed for 12th class students as we have been doing a lecture series on M.K. Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and today we will discuss Gandhi G as a naturalist, as an idealist, and pragmatist. This the question that may be asked in your examination. So, dear students, we will discuss about Gandhi G as a naturalist, as an idealist, and pragmatist. So first of all, we will something different about these philosophies about Gandhi. So, dear students, you know that this renowned educationist Dr. M.S. Patel, he says Gandhi's philosophy of education is naturalist in setting and idealist is in its aims and pragmatist in methods and program for work. Gandhi G was a great leader. He had a great respect for the nation. He was the lover of freedom. He insisted on self-realization. Gandhi G too stressed on spiritual development, learning by doing, education through life experience and other activities. So, dear students, if we'll try to understand Gandhi as a naturalist, we will discuss them under the following headings. Like Gandhiji said that child is good by nature. For example, Gandhiji said that every child is born good. For example, any child gets birth from his family, whether from he takes birth from a Christian family, a Muslim family, Jewish family, or a Zoroastrian family, or a Taoist family, he's always good. So it becomes the responsibility of his parents or teachers to mold the material according to their wish. For example, a child gets birth in a Jewish company, if in a Jewish family. Otherwise, his father happened to be a Muslim, and his mother happened to be a Jewish. But if the mother will try to transform the child into a Muslim, he will become. If his father will try to mold his child as a Jewish, he will mold. So a child is good by nature. We can mend him according to our will, according to our wish. So, dear student, second thing is there should be given complete freedom to the child. Gandhi insisted that there should be given complete freedom to the child, that child should not be restricted anyhow. He should be given an atmosphere of freedom. As Rousseau, Gandhi was following sometimes Rousseau, the great educationist of his time, or not in education, but a great philosopher of his time. So Gandhi said that there should be ample freedom should be given to the children so that they enjoy their life according to their wish, according to their desires. So there should be no dear students unnecessary restrictions of the timetable or the syllabus or we found in traditional schools. Moreover, the atmosphere should be as free as possible. So the third thing is naturalistic. Gandhi insisted that a school school should be in the natural setting. So wherever there is a school, it should be in the nature setting. As you have heard, dear student Rabindranath Tagore, he developed one of the greatest schools, Shanti Niketan. That was in Bengal. That was in the rural settings, and the school was in the natural setting somewhere in the forest, and children were enjoying that. So same is the philosophy of Mr. Gandhi, that the child should be given ample freedom. His school should be in the fields or somewhere. He should be in the natural setting. So the child enjoys the nature, and he observes the nature keenly. Okay. So your dear students, Rousseau, a great education. He said that the teachers. He said that Gandhi, he said that Gandhi G, I mean to say, the Rousseau said that the teachers to educate village children in their village so as to draw out of their facilities through some selected handicrafters. So this was the Gandhi's philosophy as well as the Rousseau's philosophy. So Gandhi insisted that the students should be given education in their natural setting so that they will learn in the rustic way. They will learn some, I mean to say, handicrafters, embroidery, and other skills. Okay, so fourth one is, dear students, the child is centered. Dear students, like naturalists, Gandhiji believed in child centeredness. As you know, dear students, Gandhiji was a great lover of children, and to him the harmonious development of the child was more important. So Gandhiji insisted on craft centered education, and the craft centered education was interlinked with the child centered education. Fifth is, dear students, according to Gandhi, Gandhi was something like he was against the textbook like naturalist. Gandhi is against all existing textbooks which are based upon foreign culture. Dear students, he however does not minimize the importance of text, but he believes that for a new pattern education, new types of books are essential. So this was the philosophy of Gandhi as a naturalist. So, dear students, as a idealist, Gandhi's idealist philosophy can be described as like this. How Gandhiji was an idealist, dear students. As you know, idealist is one that believes in soul, that does not believe in this world as it is, but they believe in soul. That they say, idealists believe is that there is a supreme creation that runs this world. So, dear student, Mahatma Gandhi emphasized the protection of spiritualization or man aims of life in education. So, development of inner conscience spiritual is essential for spiritual reasons. So, dear students, idealists believe in developing the inner endowments of the child, qualities given to the child by God. And Gandhi believed in developing the best in child and man, body, mind, and spirit. So, dear students, here he is in accordance with the idealistic approach of problem. So, Gandhiji was believing that the child there we should teach spirituality to raise the standard of the children. Once we teach good values, spiritual values to the children, they become good human beings, they become beautiful citizens, then they run the nation so beautifully. So this was the philosophy of Gandhiji as an idealist for the children. So Gandhiji believed that Gandhiji insists on the development of the whole. Gandhiji just believed that that everything a child, that he believed the child is the child of God, or we can say child is the gift of God. So Gandhiji believed in developing the best in child and man. He just believed that if we are paying attention toward the physical development of the child, we should equally pay attention toward the spiritual development of the child, towards the moral development of the child, towards the spiritual development of the child, towards the social development of the child, so towards the harmonious development of the child. So all these things will lead a child to be a good and happy person in life. So Gandhiji is an idealist. He believed that we must pay equal attention towards the children in terms of physical development, moral development, spiritual development, social development, etc. So, dear students, tomorrow we will discuss Gandhi as a pragmatist, and some points are left, that is Gandhi as an idealist. So, thank you very much. Stay safe and stay healthy.